Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's your girl, Milagros here. And today we are going to be talking about connecting with our children. Last week's first video of March, which is going to be all about connection, was talking about the people in our lives that we want to fix or save and how the best way to teach them is with our living example. From that video, I got 7 emails specifically asking me to speak more about parenting. So I'm going to try to keep this short because we know that the conversation around parenting could last 900,000 million trillion hours. And so I'm going to try to give you a few tangible nuggets that you can take with you. And there's actually a part 2, which has a more deeper kind of philosophical discussion about children. Just some healthy reminders for you, so you can feel free to watch that after you watch this one. So here's what I have for you. 1, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you're always taking care of yourself. When you keep yourself aligned with your source, with your connection of love, you have more to give to the children that are in your lives, right? And the truth is, because we cannot give what we do not have, we have to make sure we're keeping ourselves in that place. And again, when we do, we're teaching our children about the importance of self-love and self-care by example. So we're teaching personal responsibility, which is such a pillar in parenting, is to teach our children how to take personal responsibility for their actions, for their thoughts, for their health, for their happiness, for their love, for their capacities. We want to teach that, and the best way to teach it is by example. So that's 1. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Okay. 2 is ownership. Again, this is about self, right? Because we are better parents when we're dealing with this. So the second thing is that you want to make sure that you are owning when you miss the mark. When you snap at your kids because you had a bad day at work, you have to own that. And not just own it like, oh, I did that. But own it like, go and apologize to your children. Say, I missed it. I let the frustration of the day get to me and I let it bog me down and I took it out on you and that wasn't fair. It wasn't your fault. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get better. And here's what happens. 1, your children look at you and go, not perfect, in progress, owns it. That means I can own it. Interesting. And then 2, by you saying it out loud, you're holding yourself accountable and you're giving them permission to also hold you accountable. So the next time you go to snap, you're less likely to do that because you don't want to keep apologizing to your children, right? So you kind of check yourself and you go, let me get about 10 minutes in the bathroom by myself so I can just get myself right and then I'll be back so we can talk. And you go and you do that for real. So that way you can come to your kids and you can bring them love and gratitude and appreciation. So we want to make sure that we're owning when we miss the mark. So again, we give our children permission to also own it. And we're also teaching them to be authentic and to be honest and to recognize that we experience all these emotions and sometimes we do that. And when we do, we apologize and then we work at fixing it. We don't just do and apologize and create that cycle. No, we apologize, we work to fix, right? Because then again, we're teaching them by example. The other side of that ownership coin is that we own our own celebrations. When we accomplish something and we do something, we high-five ourselves. We jump up and down. We do a dance. We treat ourselves, right? We do that. And then our kids go, what are you celebrating? And you go, oh, I did this really great thing and I'm awesome. And so I'm celebrating myself because it's no one else's job to celebrate me. And then you'll find that your children, again, will take personal responsibility for their celebrations and for their happiness, and they don't expect other people to do that for them. So then again, when it comes to the forgiveness stuff, they don't blame other people for their behaviors. They own it and they work at fixing it and making it right. And then when it comes to the opposite part of that, the fun part, they own when they do something really great and they give themselves a moment, whether it's a high five, a little dance, or whatever, right? We teach that by example. And then the third thing in terms of connecting with our children, be the parent. Be the parent. Too many parents are more concerned with being their kid's friend than they are with being their parent. They're going to make friends. Your job as a parent is to instill these things in them. Personal responsibility, reminding them of their limitless capacities with unconditional love and doing that with healthy guidelines and follow through. If they disrespect you or lie or cross the line, there are consequences. And you have to follow through with those consequences. Because if not, you're teaching them to walk all over you. And they're going to be adults who either live in your basement or show up at your house and ask you to pull out your wallet. You don't want that. You don't want. Be the parent. Am I saying being the warden of a prison? No. I'm saying be the parent. Stop trying to be your kid's friend. They might get mad at you sometimes. That's okay. They're going to get over it. When you discipline them, my recommendation is that you do that from a place of love. You don't lash out at them because they did something that made you upset, and now you're saying, you small child who haven't been on the planet very long, you are responsible for my ability to keep myself happy and in my peace. And when you mess that up, I'm going to spank you or beat you or take away your toys. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not being a parent. That's being a tyrant. What I am saying is when they cross a line, when they disrespect, when they lie, when they do something that you repeatedly ask them not to do, again, repeatedly I said, because they learn through repetition, when they do that, we hold them accountable. There is follow through. And when we do that, we approach them like this. I love you so much. I love you so much. When you lie to me, it makes me feel blah, 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 blah. Ownership. I love you so much. I've asked you repeatedly not to lie to me. I love you so much. When you lie to me, it means that you're not respecting, our relationship. When you lie to me, and then you go, I love you so much, I'm going to take away your phone, your whatever, for this amount of time. I love you so much. Do you understand how we got here? I love you so much. And when you say that over and over, I love you so much, I love you so much, they go, oh, the love is not separate than the discipline, right? And then we're still giving them the love. So you can still be the parent and love them. And that way you don't walk away feeling like you berated this poor child and feeling guilty, beating yourself up, and then continuing the cycle. You're telling them, my love is not conditional. I love you so much. This behavior is not acceptable, but it doesn't change the fact that I love you so much, right? Be the parent of your child. Okay, so those are my 3 nuggets for you today. Take care of yourself so you give from your overflow, because it's not fair to take it out on your babies. Apologize when you miss it, when something goes down, and then figure out and be resourceful how to fix it and make it right. And on the other side, celebrate yourself so you give your children permission to celebrate themselves as well. And then the third thing is be the parent. Don't be their friend, be the parent, because that's what children need. And when I say don't be their friend, I don't mean don't talk to them. But you do want your kids to be a place. You want to be a place where your kids will come to you and talk to you about anything. If they have questions, they know it's a safe space that they can ask any questions. Because wouldn't you much rather they get the information from you than from their friends who are watching stuff on YouTube? I'm just saying, be the parent. So that's it. I hope that this was beneficial. I hope that this helps you in this short amount of time connect with your child. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who can benefit from it, please share it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Have a great rest of your week and a fantastic, super sparkly weekend.